Alright, y'all, I got an update for all y'all stimulus heads out there, man. I ain't got time, man. This is a 9-minute, 10-minute video you think I'm talking about, man. For real. But I got the scoop for y'all, man. If y'all want to know about y'all bread. You did. Yeah. This your boy LC Boy. That's what exactly it is. We ain't got time for all that stuff, man. Let's get it. Let's go. Shout out to David and Bianca. Citizen Cool and Royalty. You did. Tell us something good, girl.
What is essentially $2 trillion of economic triage for the economy. Now heads to the Democrat-controlled lower house for a vote on Friday morning. And they argued, though, to the very end, one sticking point had been unemployment benefits. Republicans wanted to make sure laid-off workers did not get paid more than what they earned on the job. That amendment failed. CNN's Brian Todd breaks down what's in the package for average Americans.
Americans are hearing there's $2 trillion in this rescue package, that it is the largest economic stimulus measure in modern American history. But of course, what many of them are asking is, how much money am I going to get and when am I going to get it? So we have a basic breakdown for you. Let's start with, if you're an American and you are single, if your adjusted gross income is $75,000 a year or less, you will get a full $1,200 check from the U.S. government. But the more you earn, the less you're going to get. If your income is $80,000, you'll get a check for $950. If you make $85,000, you get $700. If your income is $90,000 a year, $450. If you make $95,000, it's $200. If you make $99,000 a year or more, you get
what is 1%?
I should point out, this is all based on tax returns for the year 2019. If you haven't done those tax returns yet, they're going to base it on your 2018 tax returns.
Right.
Now let's talk about married couples. Couples earning $150,000 a year or less are going to receive $2,400 from the U.S. government. Couples making $160,000 a year get $1,900. Couples earning $170,000 get a $1,400 check. Those making $180,000 get $900. Couples making $190,000 a year get $400. And couples earning $198,000 a year or more will get nothing. We also have to talk about the child credits that many people are, of course, asking about. Parents with children who are 16 years old and younger, they will get $500 for each child.
Now, this is the only thing I'm going to stop on real quick. Now, I still claim my daughter, she in college, so I feel for all the other people that have students that's in college. We ain't getting nothing, okay? Nothing. They said everybody that's 16 years old and under, you get the $500. Hey, $1,200 is cool with me. You did. Let's go.
But that child credit also phases out if your income is higher. For one child, a single parent who makes $109,000 a year or more will get nothing. For one child, married parents who are making $208,000 or more a year, they get nothing. Now, unemployment benefits. With this package, if you're getting those benefits, those unemployment benefits, you're going to get $600 a week or more, $600 a week more on top of what your state gives you for up to 4 months.
Right.
We should also talk about so-called gig workers like Uber drivers and Amazon Flex delivery people. They are going to be eligible to apply for these benefits, but it's not clear how much money they are going to get. One key question is, of course, when will all this get sent out? People want it as soon as possible, of course. Secretary Stephen Mnuchin and President Trump have been pushing to get this money sent out by early April. That's very likely not going to happen. The best estimates that we can come up with based on previous stimulus packages is that the money will not get out at least until May. Brian Todd, CNN, Washington.
Okay. Y'all heard that?
CNN economics commentator and Washington Post opinion writer Catherine Rampell joins us now from New York. So I guess, Catherine, if there was one big lesson from the financial crisis, was the stimulus bill that Congress passed back then just wasn't big enough. So considering this unprecedented action being taken by not just the US, but all other major economies around the world, is it possible to know if this will be enough? Will they have to do more? Will the Congress have to come back and do a stimulus package, again and again and again?
Well, the first thing to be clear about is that usually when we talk about stimulus, right, it's about boosting economic activity. That's not exactly what we're looking for right now at this point. This is more like disaster aid. It's more like survival. And I think in that sense, even that it will not be enough. It is almost certain that Congress will be called upon once again to provide more relief going out the door. States are in major fiscal trouble in the months and years ahead. They're going to need more money. Once we get this pandemic under control, assuming we do, and I believe we will at some point, then there will actually be a need to stimulate the United States economy, because we're going to have to encourage people to go back outside and start engaging in economic activity again. But yeah, this is not the end of the story for sure.
So how many times can they do this? How many times can the government just turn around and print money? Because eventually that piece of paper becomes meaningless.
It's easier for the United States than for other countries, right? The United States has the world's reserve currency. Interest rates are still very low, despite the fact that we have been running huge deficits for the past few years, even when the economy was good. There's a lot of demand for dollars, which makes it easy or cheap, at the very least, for the United States to borrow. And there's a rush to safe assets at this point. For other countries, it's much more difficult. They actually have to live within their means, so to speak. So I think we will see other countries run into big trouble in the months or years ahead as they find that their tax revenues have fallen because of this sort of collective economic coma that everyone has gone into. And while there is additional need for services, including unemployment benefits, health care, other kinds of things that the governments generally supply and will not have the funds to produce.
Now, I never understood that, man. How can this country go broke and we print money? Okay, that's what the Federalist Papers was all about. That's what Thomas Hamilton do. That was never a president. That's on a $20 bill. That's what that was about. The Federalist Papers, man. You know, it's the centralized government. How can we go broke and we print money? That I never could understand that. Let's get back to it.
Ariel Rubini, who correctly predicted the housing crash in 2008, also known as Dr. Doom, is warning of a risk not just of a Great Depression, but of a greater depression. Is part of what he wrote in The Guardian. The contraction that is now underway looks to be neither V, nor U, nor L-shaped, a sharp downturn followed by stagnation. Rather, it looks like an I, a vertical line representing financial markets and the real economy plummeting. And that's why he says governments need to throw everything at this and then some. And beyond that, I mean, if you look, there's not a whole lot of innovative ideas in the stimulus package, is it? It's sort of like the financial crisis, from 2008, but just bigger?
Well, at least here in the United States, some of what we're doing is we're trying to get checks out the door, meaning that regardless of who you are, regardless of whether you have actually lost work or had hours cut back, we're just trying to get money to you as quickly as possible. And we did some of that here in the United States in the Great Recession and in previous recessions as well. We're also beefing up unemployment insurance. There are some other measures designed to help households. A lot of what's new here, though, relates to the measures to try to encourage firms to keep people on their payrolls, because that's really the challenge, right? We want to help households make sure that they can pay their rent, they can pay their mortgages, they can pay their grocery bills, etc. But if and when the economy sort of reopens, we want to make sure that they have jobs to go back to. So it's a slightly different strategy that's needed for this economic crisis than those that we've seen in the past. We're not trying to encourage people, workers necessarily, to go out and apply for whatever job they can, which is normally how the unemployment insurance system works in the United States. We're saying we get the fact that the reason why you're not working is that there is this, lockdown essentially in large swaths of the country. We don't want you knocking on doors and applying for jobs. We're hoping that we can preserve the job that you were hopefully temporarily laid off from. So there are some different kinds of measures that are necessary for those types of concerns.
Just very quickly, so Denmark, with that in mind, is taking a very different approach. They're paying 75% of salaries to the government.
Now, they ranting on about, this being a big debacle and stuff about, people having job security and so forth and so on. And, I don't think it's going to be a big dilemma, I mean, because we just in recess. That's all this is. Basically that's all this is. We in recess. The president is taking his measures. Congress taking their measures, to keep the economy functioning. They're not saying, everybody gonna be shut down or the whole country gonna be out of work. They just saying this is just, you know, a precaution so we can make sure people are safe, man. You know, 'cause that's what this is about. I mean, it's not gonna stop, you know, the everyday activity, you know, as far as like, you know, people, the workforce, you know, people still gotta work. My brother is incarcerated. He was saying that about, you know, the people that come in there, you know, the COs and stuff like that, correctional officers and stuff like that. You gotta have people still, you know, in the workforce to you know, maintain things. You know, we just can't have things with this especially in metropolitan areas. You gotta have rapid transit and stuff like that. People still gotta be able to get around, commute, and take care of business. You can't just have everybody shut down. You know, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna get this resolved quickly. You know, because this is America, man. We got some really good doctors here. You know, we got great physicians. I mean, come on, man. This ain't gonna. If people, that's what they do. This is precaution. If people just adhere to what's going on, then we can get back to work or whatever we doing. Just follow the guidelines, and that's it, man. Stop trying to bend it and make it worse. No, that's what it is. They saying stay at the crib, stay at the crib. They're gonna give us money, get the money. Go out when you got to. Not abuse it and then make it a real pandemic or whatever. Alright? We finna get up out of here, man. And it's your boy LC1, baby. LC1 be exactly this. My time has run over. You did. Make sure y'all like the video. Share the video. Comment on the video, man. And most importantly of all, man, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, man. And turn that notification bell button on to get more exclusive dope content on Pimp Play Against Hustle. All about minds, baby. And like I always say, man, Church and Reverend God, we going 5, a 4, a 3, no baseball, a 2, a 1H. Church. And then no basketball, no baseball. You did, you know how it go. You gotta eat. Yeah.
Hey, man. I'm just gonna keep it 100 with y'all, man. That's for all y'all niggas out there, man. They're saying I ain't the OG, the original. Hey, man. You's a duplicate. You's a duplicate. You's a dude, nigga. You's a duplicate, nigga. You's a duplicate. You's a dude, nigga. And I'm the original motherfucking OG, nigga. Yeah, don't forget to get your custom t-shirts, you dig what I'm talking about, from LC the One. You see the custom prints all over the shirt, you dig what I'm talking about. We ain't playing no game. The custom sweater, you dig what I'm talking about, yeah. With the back end print on the same. I got the t-shirts as well. You dig, unisex, long sleeve. You dig, now we got the full zip up. You dig what I'm talking about, stood up with the hood on it. Stood up with the back print as well. You dig what I'm talking about, we ain't playing no game. And then I got the full zip up, custom with the pockets on it and stuff. You dig what I'm talking about, back print and sleeve and print. You dig what I'm talking about, prints everywhere. Then I got the yoga pants. You dig what I'm talking about, joggers. You dig what I'm talking about, for men. And I got the crop new t-shirts for the ladies. You dig what I'm talking about, look at that. She look comfortable in it. Then I got the sports bra. You dig what I'm talking about, get the sports bra. You dig what I'm talking about, the back print. You dig what I'm talking about, the back print. You dig what I'm talking about, we ain't playing no game. And then I got the yoga pants for the ladies. You dig what I'm talking about, biker booty shorts. You dig what I'm talking about, so that piece can round out. You dig what I'm talking about. Then I got the yoga leggings. You dig what I'm talking about, for ladies, so when she jogging and everything. And I got the capris right there with the custom LC right between the thighs. You dig, and I got the custom socks. You dig what I'm talking about. You ain't gonna find no more socks like that nowhere on the planet. And then last but not least, I got the LC the One jersey. You dig what I'm talking about. Then I got the back print on there. Look at that back print, look good. Then I got the Illmatic one, my street ball jersey with the 2-4 on it. And then I got the little sleeve pull-up bag right there for the ladies. You dig on drawstring back. And then I got the real backpack. You know what I'm talking about, LC the One. Look at the back, look at the front. You dig, look at the top. You dig what I'm talking about. Everything is looking good. You dig what I'm talking about, in LC the One's neighborhood. And then I got the X-Star iPhone 10 case. You dig what I'm talking about. And then I got the iPhone 6 case, 7, 8, 9. Just order what you want. And then I got the custom print. You dig what I'm talking about, LC the One, baby. And then I got the custom mug when you want to get drunk and drink and stuff to my stream. And then I got the snuggle pillow when you want to get snuggle with your lady. Yeah.